Nicaragua is a completely different world.
One thing happens in your life, medical bills you can't pay, lose your job, and that's it.
These boys are my heroes.
Take us back to the beginning. What sparked the ChangeALife idea?
We really are blessed in Western Pennsylvania, other than price and, you know, how pretty is the campus and how many trees or how much urban, you know, things like that. We often talk about the same basic benefits. The challenge is to try to describe the unique way each of these institutions delivers that education. We needed to show what made Robert Morris different, and that's why we came up with that notion of ChangeALife.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever.
What is your hope for the campaign once it gets around and once people start seeing it?
Well, the hope is that, one, it will make a difference here at Robert Morris, attracting more young men and women here, which you deserve.
I like the campaign, the fact that the campaign was local, national, and global.
There's some students in high school who are a little bit more like on this trajectory. And when they came to Robert Morris, what they told us, what happened to them, is that their lives suddenly went like this. We changed the lives of our students so that they can then go out and change the lives of others. And that was what became the ChangeALife campaign.
Give more.
This person came up to me and said, "Get a job." When I found out that everyone was interested in my story about Washington, D.C., I was a little taken aback and honored. I never thought that I would get chosen to do something like that.
What was it like going to Nicaragua with the whole video crew?
Very different from going with a whole nursing crew. It was also a bit overwhelming, you know, to be walking through the barrio and you're being followed by 4 guys with cameras.
At Robert Morris University,
They've really changed the entire perspective of the trip. We're not so much here to be nurses as we are to document our work down here.
Wisconsin.
They're role models to the children, and homework comes way before sports.
The children were very enjoyable. They made me think about having kids of my own. They were just so happy to have somebody there, just to work with them, play with them, somebody they see on TV.
The tip is banged around, and into the forecourt it goes, and the Colonials have the first touch.
Okay. Put a smile on my face all the time.
They're goosebump stories. They're all my favorites. It's, you know, I am a mom. Now I have 3 more children, these commercials.
Pretty impressive bunch of people. You see in the work that they're doing that they really are affecting other people's lives. It's very impressive.
Nicaragua. We were there to bring nursing care to some desperate people. The interesting thing about going down there is just about everybody who goes comes back saying, like, I have to go back, because once you experience it and see the incredible need that they have for medical care, you just want to continue making a difference.
What was it like to work with non-actors, being students whose stories are actually real?
It can often be pretty difficult working with non-actors. Usually the best thing you can do when you're working with non-actors is just put them in an environment where they're comfortable. Some of that we could do in this campaign, and some of it we couldn't.
They wanted me to put on makeup. I'm like, huh?
What I was really impressed with was how the students were able to deal with things that were outside of their comfort zone.
It was very long, very long. I was there for from like 10 to about 7 at night. I fell asleep a couple of times too, but after it was done, it was real fun.
The cool thing about working with Jeff, he's familiar with that, you know, taking fresh faces in front of the camera and making them comfortable.
All of the people that were involved made me feel comfortable. I felt that I could be me, and that was okay with them.
Do you have more respect for actors now?
Tremendously. I had no idea that it takes so much planning, so much equipment, and so actors have to be, you know, delivering it like it's their first time every time.
Get a job. Get a job.
None of us will forget working on this campaign because of the stories that we told and how we told them and the work that we put into telling them.
The ripple effects are huge, so that's really wonderful.
It was everybody working together and feeling these emotions together.
I don't know what I would do if I had to feel that every day. Can I have a sec?
Yeah.
At the end of the shoot in the barrio in Nicaragua, Lee Falk surprised our crew with a token. It was this bracelet. He gave each of us one of these so that we could remember how easy it was for us Americans to go to Managua and how easy it was to give a little something from me. So this bracelet is to remind me to keep giving back myself, because it is true. You do something for someone else, and that changes everything.